Okay, somebody told me about this stock, not this one. They told me about, I got a private message about PCTL. The first thing I do is punch it into DDAmanda, and let's see what this baby's all about. Okay, here's a little mini chart. Looks like it did a run and dropped back a little bit. Looks like it could go again. Let's look at the activity. Okay, it's trading about $45,000 a day for 52. 200-day low was 15 right here on 11/13. That was probably over here. Here's an 11 factor where it traded 11 times the dollars it normally trades, which is interesting. So something's happening here. Looks like, we have some $100,000 days here. So let's look at some more stuff. Let's look at the filings. Filings. So I push the filings button. It takes me to OTC markets. And I like to find out if they are SEC filing, because usually when they file with the SEC, that's a good sign. And yes, they are. And it looks like they're pretty current. There's a 10Q as of June 30th. They just said they're late with their current one, but here's pre-14s and 8Ks are interesting filings. But let's just look at their last 10Q. That's a summary, okay? And I've got another video on how to read a 10Q. You can find it. Okay, these guys are in Nevada. They have, how many shares do they have out? Should be right up here at the top. There it is, right here. Okay, shares outstanding as of September 12th was 240 million, which does not include the 59 million shares reserved against default. Alright, so we got 240 million, which you can also get from OTC markets. But let's look at some of these other filings. Let's look at this 8K. What do they say here? Termination of an agreement. They had an agreement and was not entered as of April 20th. Here's something else. Announced a successful phase 1 installation of their infection control system. That's nice. Receipt of another purchase order. That's cool too. Alright. Now this pre-14C on October 2nd, what they're doing here is they are increasing, okay, here we go. They're going to increase their authorized from 300 million to a billion. And usually when they do that, it means they are reserving shares for a convertible loan. In case it converts, they need to have enough shares available. But that could be down the road a ways. That's cool. And what else? Here's another 8K on 10/25. And what they're saying here is, did we just look at this? No, we did. Departure of directors, interesting. Somebody resigned. Jody Reed stepped down due to increased workload. I guess she didn't want to work. Mr. Reed remains the director. Oh, it's a guy, okay. Concurrent with Mr. Reed stepping down, the register appointed Gary Grieco to act as president. Okay, so they got a new president. Soon to elected 4 members in September. They elected 4 new members to their board of directors. Oh, that's interesting also. Looks like something's going on here. Why would they do that, right? Fill a vacancy, service treasurer, blah blah, life insurance, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Okay, allow for appointment 7. Okay, here we go. Amendments to articles. Da 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 da. Okay, this again, they're saying that they are increasing their authorized. Looks like something is going on here. But anyway, what else can we look at? Yeah, this is the reserve for a convertible. And they're late on their 10Q, but that's no big deal. And here's something interesting. OTC Markets has made this a pink limited, okay, because they're late on their 10Q. Right? If a company is fully current and filing with the SEC, then it will be current on OTC Markets, even if they're not paying them any money. They have to give them a current rating, okay? I should do a whole new video on just OTC Markets and what their scam is. Alright, so we got that. Let's see if anybody's tweeting about it. Let's look at Twitter. It's really nice to have these buttons here. You just push a button if you want to find something, you know. Stock score, summary, all sorts of stuff. Okay, what do we got here? It's just part of a list. ECI runner, another list. PCTL, breakout happening. Momos. Another part of a list. Looks like she's got some Momo. PCTL, please keep pushing down. I will keep taking your cheapies. Ah ha ha ha. Alright, so it looks pretty good from just the initial, because this chart looks like supportive, okay, for starters. They are SEC filing. Let's see if we have any notes on these guys. We keep notes at DDAmanda. No notes. You got new directors. I mean, something's happening here. They're moving forward, it looks like. Okay, let's go to iHub and look at their any messages. How popular are they? Well, I guess I'm not logged in, huh? Quack. There, now I'm logged in. So that's basically how you do DD. Let me close this. Let's go to iHub Talk again. If you look at filings, you look at their outstanding. Here's their message board. So we can go to that. Oh, and by the way, this is if you have an iHub subscription, the iHub Talk button will show you every message on iHub, no matter what board that mentions the symbol. Okay, PCTL, breakout happening. BBs, must add, breaking out, play of January, 3 months chart. Relatively popular. I mean, the first page, okay, this is 12/28, that was yesterday, and so they already have like 50 messages here on all the boards, just mentioning the symbol. Let's look at the board. Let's see what's going on with the board. Okay, news update, issues company update. Oh, they had a PR. 12/16. That wasn't too long ago. Paradigm convergence, blah blah. Annihilator. This is that infection control system. So that might be big. Alright, so I like it so far. I found out some stuff. I would probably take a flyer on this. Maybe I'll get some shares. So anyway, that's how you DD. Go check out the filings. See what's going on there. Now, if you really want to go a lot deeper, you can jump into this 10Q. Now this next 10Q should be interesting, but if you're really interested, you would look at this 10Q from as of June that they filed in September and read it and look for stuff like convertible. In other words, I mean, we could just do a search here. Control F CONVRTI E. There it is. Current portion of convertible notes payable 488,000. They got some other notes here. Oh, the balance sheet. Yeah. Okay, here's your assets. Okay, they got $4.5 million in assets. Intangible assets is the biggest part of that. And then their liabilities, they have this derivative liability for $3 million. So $6 million liabilities, $4 million assets. That's not too bad. That looks pretty good. Now here's something though. Check this out. This is as of June 30th. They had 76 million issued and outstanding, right? 300 million authorized, but they had 77 million issued and outstanding. Okay, on June 30th. However, as of the date they filed this thing, they've got 240 million. Okay, so between June and September, they added a lot of freaking shares. Okay, now here's another interesting thing. You can go into DDAmanda and you can do things like, oh, here it is. We can do a calculation here. So let's just go back to June 30th. Let's make it June 28th to, today's December 29th, so let's go to the 27th and calculate. Da, 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 da. Holy crap. In the last 6 months, roughly, they have traded 2.5 billion shares and $27 million. Wow. So I would think that any convertibles that cleared are long gone, or they should be. What was it back here in June? Oh, they had a 200-day high here. Oh, that's money. Check this out. In April, they were 20 cents. So they have really dropped. Look at this. 3 cents in June 13th. Then they dropped to the double digits. What the hell? Amazing. From 3 cents to 00.50. And they've been there ever since, more or less. Well, they had a nice run here in July, so they can move, I guess, but it takes a lot of money. Unbelievable. Went back up to, okay, here's your 100-day high, 4 cents. In August, oh, there it is. So from 4 cents, look at this, 200-day low, 00.15. What the hell? I'd be willing to bet that's these convertibles being sold. That's what's knocking the price down. But it looks like they might be gone, okay? Because we are now from the 0019 to 0042, and she seems to, you know, it's channeling. You see that? It's a channel. So I would be willing to bet that this might be good. I would go for some on these. Anyway, let's see if this video saves. It's always the question. And I hope that helps you with, you know, trying to pick winners here. Alright, see you guys later.